Hello everybody, welcome back to the second video on this channel. Today I'm going to be giving my opinion on the 2022 driver lineup. Who I think will go where. I think most of it. The grid will stay the same, most of the 20 drivers will probably be similar. I'm not talking about test drivers, obviously just the ones driving. And we'll start with Mercedes, then go to Red Bull, Ferrari, McLaren, all the way down to Haas. So, that's what we're going to be doing. So we start off at Mercedes. I feel like, obviously, Lewis Hamilton, because he signed his contract, and why would you get rid of your 7-time world champion? And I think George Russell. Even though Hamilton probably doesn't want him as the teammate, it's in Mercedes' best interest. Hamilton can't stay forever, obviously. He'll age, obviously. Everybody does. And Russell's young, and he's extremely talented, and he could definitely lead a team. We saw that with Williams. And we saw in his performance with Mercedes, he can lead a championship. Plus, he did the Hungary test. I mean, that's... What else? I think you feel like it's locked down, but nothing you think in F1 ever seems to stay the same. Now we go to Red Bull. You have, obviously, Verstappen. Same thing with Mercedes. Why would you get rid of him ever? I mean, long contract. He's not going anywhere. And then for the second driver, I know some think Gasly. I think it'll be Perez. I think they'll keep him. I think they'll keep him for another year or two, maybe. And then I feel like it'll either go to Gasly, or they might bring up like a Tsunoda or a Vips or whoever's doing best. Then I think it'll just stay the same. Then you go on to Ferrari, same thing. I think it'll be Leclerc, obviously, and Sainz will stay there as well. I don't see any reason why they would get rid of him. They probably have the best pairing on the grid. Then comes McLaren. Think it'll be Lando Norris. Why would another one, team leader? Why would you get rid of him? And Ricciardo. Why would you? That just stays the same. Ricciardo needs that extra time to get used to the car. We saw that again. Takes some bit of time, but when he gets used to the car, a very good driver. Next up, Alpine. Similar story. Fernando Alonso. Why would you get rid of him? I mean, technically he's won 2 championships for the team, albeit 2005 and 6 years ago when it was Renault. And then Ocon as well. I don't see why he'll say newest team winner, newest F1 winner at Hungary. I don't see why you'd get rid of them. And Alonso with his defense against Hamilton, I mean, he can still fight. I mean, we saw that time and time again this year, obviously, not just that defense, but there's been multiple times where he's proven himself, we'll say. Then we go to AlphaTauri, and I think it'll be Pierre Gasly. I think he'll stay there. And then their second driver, I don't think it'll be Yuki Tsunoda. I think they'll have Yuri Vips. I think they will. To me, he just seems like the best of the Red Bull juniors right now. I know there's others like Durvila. However, I assume I pronounced that wrong. Okay, kill me in the comments if you want, whatever. Aston Martin next. Similar story, Vettel and Lance Stroll. Why Stroll's dad owns the team, Vettel's a 4-time world champion. That's just similar. Why would you? There's no reason to get rid of that one. Then we go to Williams. Latifi, obviously, because, not really obviously. I know they said that they don't need pay drivers anymore. Could be talk, could be legit. They actually have true backing now. But I think the second driver will just be, like I said in my first video, I think they'll just make the clean swap with Bottas. I don't see anywhere else for him to really go. I mean, there's Alfa Romeo, but Williams just seems like the best option. He used to race there from 13, I'm pretty sure, to 16. So when he went to Mercedes. Alfa Romeo. This is the one where it gets a bit interesting. I think they will have, as their first driver, Robert Schwartzman. F3 champion. Russian guy. Would it be? It wouldn't be Russian. I would probably say RAF or something, like Royal Air Force or whatever they have for Mazda. I think he'll go there. Because I just don't think Raikkonen, current team leader, I would assume it's Raikkonen. He's getting old. He's talked about wanting to retire. It's just a hobby for him at this point. He's going to leave at the end of the year, honestly. Then, second driver to replace Giovinazzi. I don't think Giovinazzi's doing a good enough job. I don't think they're happy with his job at all. I think they'll have Callum Ilott. I think that would be a popular opinion amongst fans, but It's also kind of another one that I'd like to see, but I think it could happen. I don't see any reason why they'll retain either of them. Not just with Raikkonen. I mean, he could probably stay if he wanted to, but he'll want to retire, I would just think. And then finally, Hess. Mick Schumacher. Why would you? That's one for me. And I know people are saying, "Wow, he's I give him 2 years, 3 years, and then we'll see where he's at, because he just takes time to get used to a car, like Ricciardo." But second driver, Mazepin. I think we'll have to keep it for the money, just purely for the money reasons. I think he'll have to stay with the team. That's all.